Hello everyone, so welcome you all to a show of tutorials Meghalaya's first MTech channel. So as you know, we have been discussing English, right? So in English we have been discussing of LP, that is paper 1. So today we are going to learn about oral language proficiency. Yesterday we have seen reading skill, right? Reading skill, not reading skill. Hello everyone, so welcome you all to a show of tutorials Meghalaya's first MTech channel. So as you know, yesterday we have discussed English and we have already discussed the one of the skill, right? So today we are going to discuss the second skill. So what is second skill? The second skill is in oral language proficiency. It is about speaking effectively. All right, so what are the content of the syllabus? The content of the syllabus are: speak fluently with confidence, expressing, summarizing, analyzing, critiquing, and opinion building. So all of this we will see one by one. All right, let's see. So first of all, we will see oral language proficiency, speaking effectively. So what is the objective? How can we speak effectively? To develop fluency and confidence in speaking communication, including the abilities to express, summarize, analyze, critique, and build opinion effectively. So we have to develop fluency. Fluency means you speak without stammering or without stuttering, which means you can speak without stopping. You can speak directly. When we don't know certain language, we speak very slowly, right? But fluency means you are expert in speaking that. As you see, I can speak English fluently, right? I do not stop in the middle. I'm not stopping. I can speak it. Even I can speak Garo fluently. I can speak Hindi fluently. I can speak Bengali fluently. I can speak Khasi but not fluently. I can speak Assamese but not fluently. So likewise, you will also know different languages, right? So, and when we are speaking, the most important thing we need is confidence. You should have the confidence in speaking the language. If you do not have confidence, how can somebody understand what you're trying to speak, what you're trying to say, what you're trying to convey, right? They will not be able to understand. Then expression also plays a very important role. You have to express how, in what mood you are saying that. Then summarizing, analyzing, these things we shall discuss accordingly. Let us see first key components. So what are the different key components of making speaking a better one? So fluency in expression, what is that? Practice speaking on a variety of topics to develop fluency. So you will say, sir, I can speak English but I am not so fluent. So my advices will be the following. So what you have to do, you have to practice speaking on a variety of topics to develop fluency. If you want to be fluent, if you want to be expert, if you want to gain command of English language, you have to practice it. All right, we all know that practice makes the man perfect, right? So you have to practice speaking on a variety of topics, different topics you have to pick up. Now focus on clear articulation and coherent delivery. You have to focus on clear articulation, all right? Clear articulation and coherent delivery. How you want to say, what you want to say, what is your intention, what is your mood, what is your expression, you have to convey that. Use of appropriate vocabulary and grammar. See, vocabulary means what? Vocabulary means if I say you are expert in vocabulary, means you have a very good command over words, which means for a single word you know different meanings. All right, for a single word you know multiple meanings. So that is called the lyricists, the writers, the authors, they are very much expert and they have very good vocabulary. So all of you, I believe, you know Eminem, right? Eminem. So Eminem, then 50 Cent, So those people who are rappers, they are very good at vocabulary, especially Eminem. I know that he is very good at vocabulary. He has a very good command over English. And you should also have good grammar, because without grammar, if you speak, somebody will misinterpret, somebody will misunderstand what you wanted to say, right? So grammar should be there. Then another key component is summarizing. Learn to condense information from various sources into concise summaries. So you might be having a long story to tell, but the other person might not have that much of time to give you. That's why you have to summarize. You should directly come to the point, provided you are speaking the point with grammar, proper articulation, and proper expression. Identify main ideas and key points. You have to identify what are the important points that I have to speak, what are the main ideas I want to convey. Then practice paraphrasing and rephrasing, and you also have to practice paraphrasing and rephrasing. See, these things I don't have to explain to you much, because you are a teacher, so you know that. Now, analyzing. Develop critical thinking skills to analyze spoken and written content. So we all have to think critically, right? We all have to think critically. So you have to develop critical thinking skills in order to analyze the spoken and written content. All right. Then break down the complex ideas into manageable parts. So what you have to do, you have to break down what the ideas into different manageable and understandable parts. Then identify the underlying assumptions and implications. You also have to identify what are the different type of assumptions, what are the different types of implications. All right, good. This is neighbor's whistle, so we cannot do anything, right? So let's focus on the screen. So key components. So what do you understand by critiquing? Let us see. Learn to evaluate arguments, presentations, and speeches critically. So what you have to do is that you have to evaluation of what? Evaluation of debates, evaluation of arguments, all right? Evaluation of presentations and speeches critically, deeply, nicely, clearly. You have to do it. Then identify strength and weaknesses. In communication, you have to identify what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, what gives you strength, what takes away your strength, what are the things you are good at, what are the things you are not so good at. You have to find it out and you have to improve it accordingly. All right. Now provide constructive feedback to peers, and you also can provide feedbacks. Peers means the one who is of the same age or similar age with you. So those are your peers. To them you can give the feedback, and also they can give you the feedbacks. Then opinion building. Practice expressing personal opinions and viewpoints. You have to practice. See, don't be introvert, you have to be extrovert, which means we live in a society, we live in a community. We know that no man is an island, right? No man is an island, which means nobody can stay alone. So we all live in a society. Society can be a family, it can be school, it can be your neighborhood, it can be your relationship with your friends, right? So we all live in a society, and we all have our own views to explain, to say. So always try to express what you are thinking about, what are your thoughts, what you think will be good to do. You have to contribute. All right. Support opinions with evidence and reasoning, and also you don't just speak up blah blah. You have to support, you have to give the reasoning, you have to, the thinking or the point you have given should be rational. Rational means it should have a meaning, it should be logical. All right. Engage in debates and discussions to refine opinions and understand opposing viewpoints. Now, debate competition. Actually, I am very good at debating. All right, I am very good at debating. So in my school days, I used to take part in debate competitions, in quiz competitions, in extempore speech, in essay writings, in dance competition, in singing competitions, and I have the certificates of all those till now. So I used to debate, I used to win, I have won many times. All right. So you always try to take part in debate competitions, you try to take part in quiz competitions, and you can encourage your students, your children to do the same. All right. Now, methods and activities. So what are the different methods, what are the different activities? So number one is role playing. So engage in role playing scenarios to practice various speaking skills in realistic context. Now, what is role playing? Role playing means drama. So we all like to do skit, right? Skit or drama. So engage in role plays in Children's Day, in Teachers Day, during parents meet. We all organize drama or skit competitions, right? Or just the functions. So you have to try to engage as much as possible in that, all right? And practice what are your roles, what is the character given to you, accordingly you have to behave. Now, debates. So participate in structured debates on controversial topic to develop argumentation skills. This is what I already told you. Then take part in group discussions. Facilitate group discussions where students share ideas, analyze informations, and build opinion collaboratively. So you have to, in the classroom, you encourage the students to take part in debate, in group discussions, all right, so that they give their own ideas, they share their own ideas, they analyze, they cross check, and they work collaboratively. Then speech presentations. Deliver prepared speeches on topics of interest, focusing clarity, organization, persuasive techniques. So even to teachers these days, during morning assemblies, daily speech speech is given, so that the teacher presents the speech during the morning assembly. Turn by turn the teachers, they give the speech. And giving the speeches not only remove your stage fear, but it also helps you to gain confidence, clarity, and you become, you develop the speaking skills very nicely. Now, peer feedback. Provide and receive constructive feedback from peers to improve speaking skills. Now, you have to encourage the students to get the feedback, or to take the feedback received from their friends or peers as positively as possible, not negatively. Language games. Utilize language games and activities to make learning enjoyable and interactive. So different type of language games can be taken up. Now, assessment. How do we assess it? Oral presentation. Evaluate students' ability to speak fluently and effectively on given topics. We have to see how well the student can speak, how well the student can communicate, how fluent is the student, and accordingly we can evaluate or assess. Participation. Assess active participation in discussion, debate, and other oral activities. We need to assess the participation in the discussions, debate, and other oral activities. Now, critical analysis. Evaluate students' ability to analyze and critique spoken and written content. Now you see, we need to analyze the student's ability. What are his or her abilities? How well can they analyze? How well can they criticize? Now, opinion building. Assess the depth and coherence of students' opinion and their ability to support them with evidence. Now we have to practice opinion building. Assess the depth and coherence of students' opinion. What are the different opinions the students have, whether they agree with you or not, what are the points they want to put forward. So all those things we have to consider. Now, additional resources. What can be the additional resources? Online platforms for language practice and speech training can be one. Audio and video recordings for self-assessment and improvement. Supplementary reading materials to enhance vocabulary and content knowledge. So these can be some of the online resources which you can have. Online platforms for language practice and speech training, audio and video recordings for self-assessment or self-improvement, then supplementary reading materials to enhance vocabulary and content knowledge of yours. All right, so these were the additional informations. So there was nothing much to explain in this topic, so I believe that you have understood whatever I have spoken of. Then I believe that you don't have any doubt, and in case you have, please feel free to comment in the comment section. So this is all in this video. Thank you everyone for staying connected with Ashok Tutorials, Meghala's first amateur channel. Thank you.